This isn't saved, but this is my own experience. Be me. Marine circa mid-2000s. Stationed at Camp Pendleton. Going out to 29 Palms, or the Stumps, for a shoot soon. 29 Palms is fucking massive. Middle of the Mojave Desert. Almost 1,000 square miles. Most of the base is only accessible via unmarked, dirt roads. My roommate at the time is this Hispanic dude from rural New Mexico. Extremely superstitious. Has like 20 different Catholic saint pictures around his side of the room. Starts acting worried a Friday before we drive out to the Stumps. Ask him what's wrong. Ghosts, man. What? That base is haunted, man. I roll my eyes internally and then say, I don't think ghosts are real. Don't fucking say that, man. Don't really know what to say to that. Go back to packing my shit. He starts talking, guess it was weighing on him. He tells me a story. 1980s, 29 Palms. Unit from North Carolina is doing desert warfare training. Last day of the exercise. Trucking through a winding canyon. Remember, these are all unmarked, dirt roads. Unit posts guides so trucks don't take a wrong turn. Lance Corporal Roeder is one of them. Last truck in the convoy is supposed to pick him up. Drives right past him. He waits. Nobody comes back for an entire day. Temps are in the 100s. Limited water remaining. Roeder knows that old Route 66 is north of him, just outside the base limits. Makes an arrow out of rocks showing which way he went. Starts walking. Fast forward another day. Been 2 days since anyone has seen Roeder. Armory is counting weapons. One is missing. Roeder is missing. Officer ass covering goes into overdrive. Marines start swarming the desert looking for him. Hellos, thermal imagers, and VGs, you name it. Find his arrow and some of his gear. Find nothing else. Months go by. Skeletal remains found in the open desert clutching an M16. Hear this story and I say so? So his ghost is still out there, man. Don't believe in ghosts myself. Yeah, sure, okay. Later check out the story. Be me, 6 feet 5 inches super retarded artist. I'm not wearing a shirt, have long as heck hair, and I'm carrying a self-defense cane. Walking dog at 2 in morning. Walking an abandoned golf course close to my house. I do this a lot. It's full moon so easy walking. Reach about the center of golf course, this place is cleared for various reasons. My dog starts to go crazy. Let her off leash. Continue walking and daydream. After some time dog returns with softball in mouth. She's adamant that I take it from her, so I do. It's fuzzy and wet, the drool is surprisingly warm. Look at softball in moonlight. It's a beheaded cat head. Handless, covered in blood, fresh blood. Snap out of daydream and reassess situation. My dog wouldn't have killed this cat without me hearing. The cat's cut is clean. Look around me with new adrenaline eyes. I'm absolutely surrounded by dismembered cat heads. About 100. In the clearing there is some sort of altar made out of cardboard boxes and a dead cat on it. Everything turns gray as I realize I'm in some sort of mass ritual sacrifice of cats, that is probably still going on. My dog is growling at bushes 30-ish yards away. I wipe my hand on the grass and altar, put dog back on leash. Calmly walk away, but worried whoever did the sacrifice was still around. 1/ Finally finished it, sorry for taking so long. Gonna be multiple posts since it's pretty long. For context, this all happened in the Northwest Territories in like 2002. Closest town is around 30 miles away. Don't really know how to green text either, hope it's fine. Be me, 19. Dad tells me Granda died and after a while we figure out he left me his old cabin. Think it's weird cause we never really talked. Figure it's because we were the only real outdoorsy people in the family. Never actually went there, but Granddad lived there for a few years apparently. Super off-grid guy, hated government and loved the wilderness, hardcore survivor type shit. Had shit tons of guns, served in Korea, loved shooting. Left a note with the will for me about the cabin, location, etc. surprises me when I go on Google Maps to check the cabin or see if I can see it. No path visible, but the cabin is in a big ass field. Dad convinces me to head out there, tells me it would be fun and it would be great to do in remembrance. Figure it'll take some friends, since it's not that far from where I live, only a few hours drive. Finally get heading out that way with two buddies, Carter and Jay. Poor fag, so all I can bring is a old ass Enfield granddad gave me for my first gun. Jay goes full Chinese retard LARP in some old fucking Mao Halloween cosplay with a Glock 45 for some reason. Carter is a little more normal but still brings out some old .308 bolt action. Drive for about 3 hours from starting destination before we reach the old road to head to the cabin. Can hardly see cause night time and snow coming down. Literally only light is the headlights and the stars, no moon, nothing else. Finish the drive down the old dirt road and the cabin gets illuminated by the headlights. Place is way bigger than I figured it would be, think a 2-story house in suburbs but cabin, wood made. Figure it's just a older picture, and granddad did some renovation or something. Offload all our shit and head inside. Don't know if I'm allowed to post my own experience that is actually super recent and still ongoing. Me. In Canada. Working as armed security guard for cash transit company. Working overnight shifts guarding cash depot that we work out of. Have worked this shift for the last month and a half. Night shift usually means that I am alone in the building for 10 hours working from an armored office called the Turret. Took these shifts because it worked well with university and army reserves. Been hearing footsteps in the hallway for last month and a half, sounds like work boots. Building is secure, only one way in and out past me, so I know no one else is in building. Footsteps always stop when I open door and look in hallway. Dismiss it as something that must have explanation. Last weekend. Working shift as usual. Do walk through of building. Go back into office and it suddenly reeks of cheap booze, something other people have reported as well. No hand sanitizer or booze in the office. Footsteps start up a short while later, but instead of being intermittent, begin to hear shuffling. Check hallway, it stops instantly, but break room light, which is motion activated, is now on, wasn't earlier. Go back into office. Hear something now playing with office door knob trying to get in. What do I do, fellow K, Amandos? I'm shitting myself to go back into work. I got a personal experience. Me. Decide to go on a camping trip because why not? Find myself a nice camping spot in the sticks. Late at night decide to heat up some beans. Hear something in the bush rustling around when I put the beans on the fire. Few minutes later beans are done. Take them and put first spoonful of beans in my mouth. Hear Deezer nigga ISSD bonin. It sounds like a broken version of Hitler. But Hitler has died? I fire 20 rounds from my SKS randomly into the woods. God bless America. GNP. Hear screaming of children in distance. Oh God, oh fuck, Hitler is summoning dead Jewish babies to eat my penis. I tactically run to my car and drive home. Next day I hear in the news that at a campsite near where I was a child was found dead from gunshot wounds. Must have been skin Hitler. I have no explanation for the things I saw that evening other than the supernatural. I'm just glad I made it out alive. Me. Chilling in bed. Suddenly alarm bell goes off, intruders in the house. Holy shit, luckily I have my home defense gas. Someone has ignored the gas and walks up the stairs. Shit my pants, because how is that possible? Flap 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 flap. Gh ha ooh 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 gh ha ooh ooh ooh. It's the neighborhood Scoobinger. Grab my pistol and turn the corner. Immediately get killed by a 3-foot launched spear through the neck. Dead before it even began. Flap 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 flap. He steals all my fucking goldfish. PT1. Pick strongly related. It's basically a farming cultivator, but some retard invented a flatbed for it. Lol. 4 gears forward, 2 reverse, differential, no brakes. The one in the story was read and made in Belarus. Hi lads, Belarusian no guns here, but still have some stories to tell. I don't want to add any unrealistic details, so I'll tell you what I saw and where I've been. I wish I had guns like you and knew any/k/type. Okay, to the story. Be me, but 16 be spending summer with a friend in my 80 farmhouse. It is the only inhabited house, all villaged. Friend suggests going fishing to a nearby lake. No rods, empty fishing rucksack. Okay. Go to the lake anyway. Singing our song, self-written song, while I drive my motorblock. The only song's line could be approximately translated as "I'll be fucking little Mary in my leak tractor till the morning." Arrived at the lake, road so empty and abandoned, started a fire right on it. Sitting in the flatbed, comfy, some Tuvjasin atmosphere. Telling stories while the sun sets. See an owl flying by, pikes swimming in the lake here and there. Be me 27 years old. Never shot guns. Bought Glock 19 Gen 3 new for $400. Put in Ameriglow sights, tungsten return rod, extended mag release. Bought Drex Arms sidecar holster. Conceal carry permit acquired. Put 2K rounds in so far in a month. 500 rounds learning how to shoot. 500 rounds accuracy at 20 yards, 500 rounds drawing from concealed and rapid-fire 3 R&D burst. 500 rounds drawing from concealed fast and trying to center mass fast as possible, 3 R&D burst 15 yards, occasionally one hand. What now? Should I get a PCC? Do I get a new pistol? Do I get a rifle? I want to get better with guns, but I feel extremely proficient now with my Glock, and don't know what other types of training I can do. Be me. Get waterboarded and have a gun pointed at me by my pa's stepdad. Actual dad left when I was 7 and I broke my fingers when he closed the car door and drove off. Have 3 heart attacks and a cancer diagnosis before I turned fucking 14. Shitty genetics. Can't do anything. Watch all my friends go in. Work a ton of 60 to 84-hour weeks, in my normal security guard job, and pick up a hobby of putting together Lego sets. Use this money toward forwarding my gun hobby, getting an off-road SUV, taking classes I like, medical and firearm. Use it to put down payment on a house with a garden. Watch all my friends talk about how much worse off I could be coming out. Seeing their injuries makes me wish I could help them more. Seeing their problems become worsened by the military only hurts my soul. Anon, you have to actually make yourself find a purpose. Putting on a uniform is just that. It's a job that doesn't pay well for people who really resent your existence. Give yourself goals, no matter how crazy they might be. Find or even build a community.